It felt strange to be in a new apartment of her own. She lay in her bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what Isaias was doing. As if he knew she was thinking of him, her phone rang, and she stared at it panic-stricken. On the fifth ring, she answered it. Hello? Hi, Liesel. Were you sleeping? I didn't wake you, did I? His warm voice was soft and comforting. No. I was just laying here. The truth rang between them at her admission. Are you avoiding me? He asked quietly. No, she denied, and then whispered. Yes. Why, sweetheart? Did I do something wrong? No. I did. He was quiet for several seconds. Did you get back with Merlin? No! She almost shrieked the answer. Are you crazy? No, I didn't get back with Merlin. What is wrong with you? Well, you said you did something wrong, and this entire trip to LA was because Trent tried to sabotage my build. I thought perhaps they got to you. No, she frowned at the phone. No. I didn't get back with him. I'd rather be single for the rest of my life and have 10 cats than be with him again. He chuckled. Then why are you avoiding me? I Googled you. She felt the guilt searing her again. What? I checked online to see if you were out in a club or on a date and if the paparazzi captured it. I'm sorry, Isaias. As soon as I did it, I knew it was wrong. I closed up my apps, shut my phone off, and I feel so guilty. You deserve far more trust than I gave you. I've been avoiding you because I didn't know how to tell you what I did. I'm embarrassed, Isaias. I'm so sorry. You researched to see if I was cheating on you. His voice was cool but quiet. Yes. She blinked back the tears. Sweetheart, why? She sniffed. Merlin cheated on me, and he had a lower sex drive. You're far more active than he is. I wasn't around, and so it makes sense you would need a release. Babe, he chuckled, cutting her off. How did you arrive to your conclusion? I don't even know. She was crying in earnest now. I got thinking we never talked about whether we were exclusive, and then if Merlin didn't want sex as much as you but still went looking for it, you who really like sex were going to go looking for it. I know you're far more attractive than him, and I got thinking of all the women throwing themselves at you, and I spiraled. You're still spiraling. He was laughing heartily now. Liesel, listen to me. You and me, we're exclusive. There isn't anyone else. There isn't? No, gorgeous. I'm not interested in anyone else. I'm sorry, Isaias. I should have trusted you, and I had no right to violate your privacy as I did. Can you forgive me? Yes, but it's going to take a hell of a blowjob, maybe even a 69. She wiped tears off her cheeks as his words made her snicker. Deal. Liesel, I'm teasing you of course, but you have to know I expect you're going to be a bit wary. Your ex put you through the ringer and he hasn't let up. It's been 2 months or more since you broke up, but the way his current wife keeps rubbing your face in everything and the depths of what they did, I understand why you're struggling with trust. If it takes you doing an internet search before you go to sleep when I'm in another city to make you feel secure, go ahead. I won't be upset. It feels wrong. She rolled onto her tummy and grimaced. You deserve better. I deserve the best, Liesel, and I have her in you. She sighed. You're really not angry? I'm more upset you avoided me for 2 days than I am you looked me up online. Next time, talk to me, please? I will. I promise. She agreed. I went to your house today. You did? I did. I hoped you would forgive me. I wasn't sure what time you would be home. I'm on my way to the house now. I landed about an hour ago. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you. I left something for you there. You did? What was it? Well, Sunday I walked in on Fred and Meredith having sex in their living room. Babe, what did you leave in my house, which has to do with your brother banging his wife? Nothing, she guffawed at his question. No. I got desperate to get out of there and found a really great condo for rent. I left a key with my new address on your kitchen counter. I wasn't sure when you would be back, but I wanted you to know you have an open invitation to visit me anytime. You got your own place?" His happy tone was gone. "I did. Are you upset?" "No. Not really." He paused, maybe a little. "Why?" She was thoroughly confused. "I can't lie and say I don't like having you at my place, Liesel." But he took a breath. "Trent McGrath is trying to cause trouble, and I am very worried about you being on your own. I don't trust either of them to not do something drastic. Merlin had it in his head you would take him back after this kid is born, and his father despises your sister with a burning passion. His family adores you. My sources tell me Merlin's father is so furious with him for messing up like he has, he's ready to demote him." "What a shame," she said dryly. "I agree, but mostly, I'm concerned, Liesel. I'm concerned for how far they will go." "What did he do? Trent? How did he try to sabotage the build and your contract?" "Do you know the actress, Miriam Kane?" "Yes. I've been working on a mansion she wants in Beverly Hills. We're under contract and we're on to finishing touches. She's been out of the country for 4 months. She arrived back in the country last week and decided she didn't like the color of the windows she picked out. They're all custom built. They're fancy and touchy and expensive as fuck. She tried to demand I replace them all." "Oh." Trent McGrath threatened to release a movie she did when she was 19 and trying to make it in the business. He told her to sabotage and stall the project and keep me in LA as long as possible, otherwise he'd release it. I figured it out when she tried to offer her body in payment for the $150,000 it would cost to change out the windows. "She offered her what now?" "Yes. Offered to have sex with me. As if sleeping with her would be worth $150,000. She slept with more men than your sister has. It was not bargain." I refused with a great deal of disgust. She snorted at his comment. What was Trent's angle? "I'm not sure," he admitted. "I have had security keeping an eye on you from a distance to make sure they didn't do something stupid like kidnap you or try to extort you to take Merlin back. I even stayed back a bit longer to see if they'd try something, but so far nothing. I've been away from you too long now, and I'm coming home. I miss you, Liesel. I wanted to come home. To you. I was hoping you'd be at my place." "I missed you too." She didn't hesitate to tell him how she was feeling. "Isaias, I told Fred today I'm falling hard for you, and I'm scared at how fast everything is going, but I don't want to slow down." "Good. Because I'm coming for you, Liesel, and I'm not taking my time. I want you. Only you. There is nothing anyone is going to do to take you from me. Whatever Trent and Merlin have planned for you, they're going to have to go through me to get there." She felt excitement zip along her nerves at his passionate promise. "Good. I'm holding you to this, Isaias. Good girl. Now, get some sleep. I'll see you as soon as I can, okay?" "Okay. Good night." "Good night, beautiful." As they hung up the phone, Liesel felt peace flowing through her. The stress over the last couple of days floated away as she closed her eyes, snuggled into her pillow, and allowed herself to fall into dreamland. Warm kisses coated her bare shoulders, waking her from the sweet dreams she was having of her and Isaias. Liesel's first coherent thought was Isaias had gone home, retrieved the key, and came to her condo. She snuggled backwards into his embrace and breathed in deeply, trying to scent the familiar aroma of his expensive aftershave. A frisson of terror covered her as instead of the smell of the woodsy sandalwood she associated with her current lover, the scent of her ex-husband's cologne filled her nostrils. Any remnants of sleep flew out of her body with the speed of a rocket as she rolled off the bed and away from the man in her bed. "What the actual fuck, Merlin?" She looked around frantically for her robe as she struggled to pull her nightdress back up. He pushed the silky material down to her hips while she'd slept. "How did you get in here?" He sat up in the bed. "I miss you." "I don't miss you." She spotted her robe on the floor at the end of the bed, and she lunged for it and slipped into it, her hands trembling with terror. She glared at him. "How fucking dare you? You touched me. You're my wife." "No. No, I'm not. Sandy is your wife. You know. My sister." The woman you cheated on me with and got pregnant. You divorced me to marry her. I never wanted to, he continued, speaking calmly and quietly. Dad forced my hand. I had no choice. You had a choice. You had the choice to not put your dick in her from day one. The first time was a mistake and she blackmailed me after. Considering you couldn't get it up for me without drugs, the fact you were able to fuck her on a whim tells me it wasn't much of a mistake. You wanted her. Go back to her. She grabbed her phone off the nightstand and headed to the door. How did you get in here? She asked again as she tripped over his pants. She shrieked, Are you naked? Yes. I want my wife. I want you, Liesel. We had a perfect life. I want you back. I know right now you think everything is exciting with Machado, but I know, if you let me in, if you let me remind you of how good we were together, you'll come back to me. She called Fred while she escaped her bedroom and raced to the kitchen. He answered on the second ring. Merlin broke into my apartment. He's naked in my bed. Help! Please! For fuck's sake. Fred cursed in her ear. Coming now. She turned the lights on in the kitchen and began pacing worriedly. She felt her stomach lurch with revulsion as her ex-husband strolled casually into the kitchen, naked, stroking his cock as if thinking she would give in. Her eyes raked him from head to toe and she felt nauseated. Despite his physical appearance with his muscles and lean frame, he had nothing on Isaias. She felt sick simply from looking at him. Go put your pants on. No. Liesel, I know you want me. I heard your moans when I was kissing you. I thought you were Isaias. He's out of town. I left him a key on his counter to come to me when he got back. I presumed he had used it. She felt goosebumps rising on her skin as she started to shake. Why are you in my apartment? Because I love you. You are my wife and I need you in my life. I am not your wife. She screamed it as loud as she could and noted he flinched with her raised voice. I hate your fucking guts. You fucked my sister. My sister. You put that, she pointed at his erect penis, into my sister and then put it back in me. I hate you for what you did, and I will never forgive you. You will. You have to. I don't have to do shit. She shrieked as she grabbed a pretty vase of flowers Fred had purchased for her and chucked them at him. He caught them easily and set them on the counter. Babe, come here. We can talk this out. If we sit and discuss this rationally. No. I haven't touched her since the wedding. Good for you. Her wedding. The one in Turks. I didn't even consummate the marriage. I want you to know how much I regret my actions. My grandfather left a stipulation in his will: if I have any child born out of wedlock, I forfeit my right to CEO. I don't care. She raged at him. Liesel, we worked so hard to get us where we were. Yet, you still cheated on me. It makes me wonder why your grandfather would put such a thing in his will. He must have known you were a cheating man whore. How many women did you fuck while we were married? How many when we were dating and engaged? He shook his head and sighed. None. Only you and Sandy. I never cheated on you other than with Sandy. I don't believe you. She hissed furiously. Liesel, it's the truth. I swear on my life. I only ever wanted you. Yet, you banged my sister. It was a mistake. He slammed his hand on the counter, uncharacteristically raising his voice. I was late getting to your mom's party because my dad had me at the meeting at the club. I had too much to drink and it was why I had the driver bring me. When I got there, one of your cousin's kids walked into me with his ice cream. I went into the bathroom to get it off. I was in my underwear when she barged in offering to help. I was scrubbing the front of my pants in the sink when she grabbed my dick. In the moment I knew it was wrong. I should have stopped it, but I didn't. She blew me. He rubbed his face frustratedly. I tried to walk away, but she said if I didn't fuck her then and now, she was going to go down to the party and tell everyone she just had my cock in her mouth. She said she couldn't wait to tell you about my freckle. I could hear you laughing outside, and I knew it would break your heart. I lasted all of 30 seconds trying to get it done. Don't care. She folded her arms furiously. You didn't have to let her blow you. I know. He yelled again. It was a stupid drunken mistake. If I could go back in time, I'd have gone to the party with chocolate ice cream on my crotch and sucked it up. For the next 11 months, every time she was around, she was telling me to fuck her, or she'd tell you. She kept telling me how much she would relish making you cry, so I gave in. She always had a condom on her. Always except the day of her wedding, because she had nowhere to stuff it in her wedding dress. You fucked her on her wedding day in her wedding dress? She was disgusted. Yes. I did. Get out of my apartment. Liesel, please. Come to bed with me. He waved his hand at her. I want to hold you. I want to remind you of how good we are together. How it is supposed to be. Are you high? No. Please. Come to me. I would rather die. She snorted. I have a new man in my life. I have no need to stare at ceiling tiles waiting for you to finish. This isn't you talking, he said gently as he approached her tentatively. You once told me how much you loved it when I was gentle with you. You told me you liked it when I loved you slow. Not every fucking time, she growled back. It was boring, Merlin. It was boring as watching paint dry. I loved it because it was intimate. I knew for you it was how you expressed to me your love, and I loved our connection, but the act itself was dull. Do you know how much it killed me to know you couldn't keep it up for me and had to take drugs, but for my sister you could fuck her willy-nilly without any problem? He froze. Is this what you think? He was right in front of her now, his hand reached out to wipe a stray tear off her cheek. Baby, no. Yes. You couldn't fuck me without AIDS, but her you could whip it out and go to town. I hate you. I hate you for making me feel less, and I hate you even more for making me feel less than her. Liesel, you have it wrong. He gently cupped her cheek and stared into her eyes. I took the pills because I explode every time I'm near you. I can't keep it up because you turn me on so much. I'm blowing my load too fast to give you pleasure first. I have zero control with you. She swallowed at his words and shook her head, slapping his hand off her face. You said it was because work made you unable. I didn't want you to think I couldn't keep up with my wife, he said, his eyes searching hers for any sign which would give him hope. You need to go get your clothes on and get out. I know if you came with me, if we went to bed right now, you would remember how much I love you and how much you love me. No. What I would feel if I went to bed with you right now is filthy, dirty, and low. You're married to my sister, and unlike her, I won't fuck my sister's husband. You can give me all the words and sweet talk in the world, Merle, but the truth is, you cheated. Then if it wasn't bad enough you cheated, you left me hurting and crying on the floor of your office like I wasn't worth the time to console or even apologize to. Because I knew if I did, I'd break. He said softly. I would break, and I would beg you to forgive me, and I would ask you to leave with me, and we'd leave Manchester and never come back. Dad told me what to do, and I did it because I want the company for us and our future children. I should have told him to go fuck himself. I've lost everything because I listened to him. You lost everything because you slept with my sister. She reminded him of his transgressions. If you hadn't done this, we wouldn't be where we are. I'm sorry, he said quietly. I am so sorry for hurting you and for what I've done. I have so many regrets and so much disgust with myself. I wish I could go back in time and fix all of this because I got caught up. I know I fucked up. I know I shouldn't have let her touch me the first time. I should have not allowed her to threaten you or extort me. I got caught up in panic and worry, and I'm sorry. It's not enough, she stepped away from him. Please go put your clothes on and leave. I'll get dressed, but I want us to talk more. Not going to happen. You'll get dressed and you'll leave. She moved backwards again. Sandy is having your son. You need to go home to your wife. Wife. Fuck her. I hate her guts. He said bitterly. Yet you jump through all the hoops she holds up for you. She shot back, her own anger resurfacing. It's a McGrath air in her belly. You put it there. I know. His tone was calm again. I know I did. I wish it was you. A pinching sensation filled her chest at his words. Merlin, go put your clothes on. I don't want to, he said, staring at her. I want to take you to bed, hold you, and never let you go. You don't get to do that ever again. She shrugged away the ache in her chest at his words. You left me broken. You don't get to come into my life and dictate how I heal. I know you still love me. You know nothing, she growled, angrily shoving his chest as she barged past him. You don't know a fucking thing. I know your fling with Machado is a fling to him, and you aren't the kind of girl who does flings. He won't put a ring on your finger. He won't give you the family you want. His words stung. Leave, Merlin. She tried not to look at his ass as he strolled back to the bedroom of her apartment slowly. I know you're looking at my ass, he called out. You always liked looking at my ass. I've seen better. She called back, and he gave a dry chuckle at her response. If you're talking about Machado's, you should study it hard. It's probably all you'll see of him when he walks away from you. He turned around, giving her a full glimpse of his body with his hands out, and when he does, you can come back to me, and I won't ask a single question. We'll call it even. You fucked my enemy in retaliation for your sister. She stood staring at him as he backed up with a smirk, disappearing into her bedroom, the rustling sounds of him getting dressed haunting her. How the hell did you get in here, Merlin? She asked for what felt the 100th time. You're meant to be with me, love. He called back. You applied to rent from one of our companies. Your name was flagged, and so I told the agent to give you whatever you wanted. She felt her mouth fall open at his words. She felt rage boiling over at his next ones. I have a master key. It was fate which put you back to me. I remained certain if I reminded you, he sounded breathless as he hopped into his pants, of how good we are together, you would wait for me. You thought you could seduce me into taking you back? She rolled her eyes as he reappeared. I knew if I made love to you, not the fucking Machado probably gives you without any kind of emotion to it, but actual lovemaking, you would know where you belonged. He buttoned his cuffs and held her gaze cockily. You might like the thrill of almost getting fucked in a nightclub or over all the furniture in a hotel room, but he approached her and tapped her nose playfully, like being loved and taken care of. All of this independence and stomping your feet and spiteful behavior is not who you really are deep down. Your art has improved, I will give you this much. It's incredible, really, it always was. However, you're not the kind of woman who does emotionless anything, Liesel. You're an artist. Everything about you is passion and enthusiasm. Our sex life might have gotten a little predictable, but he was toe-to-toe with her, his shoes against her bare feet. You liked being under me, feeling the way our bodies connected from tip to toe without any space between us. You liked how I know every single spot on your body, and though you want to say you like the thrill and excitement of taking a new lover, you need something he can't give you. I'm sure he gives me everything he needs. No, baby, he doesn't. He shook his head sadly, he'll never love you. He's not capable. His longest relationship was about 3 years, and he walked out on her without looking back. He doesn't know how to love anything other than a dollar. He's not a family man, Liesel. Once your sister has this baby and I divorce her, you can come home, we'll plan our own family, and we'll have 10 kids if you want. You know I love you. I fucked up. I won't even lie about it. I fucked up bad. You can put a GPS tracker in my dick if you need to. I won't give up on you, Liesel. Leave, she whispered, her voice cracking with emotion. I'll leave. He dug into his pocket and put the key in her hand. Here. I won't use it again until you give it to me. He kissed her forehead. I love you, princess. I want us back together, and I'll find a way to make you see who you need to be with. When he breaks your heart, I'll be there to pick up the pieces. You don't get to say such things. You broke my heart first. I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I have 6 months before my son is born. 6 months of playing the game and waiting so your sister doesn't do anything stupid like she keeps threatening to do. Then, I'm coming for you, and if you think Isaias is intense, baby, he's not going to have anything on me. He opened the door as Fred was getting ready to knock. Hi Fred. Bye Fred. He walked past him and called over his shoulder, try not to get too attached, Liesel. We both know Machado isn't the staying kind.